What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Monday night HotMakes right here on the Edge of Tech, where we aim to educate and entertain the maker community. So, what's up, Pooch? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm remaining cool. Trying to. We're like at a week straight of like massive heat wave here, and they're doing the power shut off and all that stuff. So I'm trying something different here. I got my little jetpack from Verizon, nice. And I'm probably gonna eat all of my bandwidth in like one stream. But there's two reasons. One, they keep threatening to turn the power off, like because they're just cycling blackouts everywhere. Right. And then two, I wanted to test to see how reliable it would be, given that I'm really unhappy with my current cable modem provider, because they did the whole intro rate and then literally like doubled the rate after the promotional year was up.
Dang.
And then they're not, and then of course now they got like these amazing other deals, and you can get gigabit and stuff like that.
Right.
So they're like, you gotta you have to be a new customer to take advantage of that.
Yep.
And I don't want to get ahead. I mean, I could rant on that in of itself. That wasn't supposed to be my rant, but maybe I'll table that for another time.
Right. That's awesome. So when we jumped in, I got distracted for a second because we had the countdown, and of course, someone RC Maniac said, "Oh no, another countdown!" And of course, Greg's Maker Corner, Greg jumped in and said, "But is it the final countdown?" And in my head, I'm hearing is
which
yeah. Better be careful for that. We don't want to get copyright stricken again. Oh my god!
I used to have that as the final countdown was like when I was doing some streams a while ago, and of course I got demonetized every time I would put that on there.
That's funny.
Terrible.
Yeah. So basically, if you watched last week, we had a lot of fun. In the beginning of the stream, we talked about my wife's band. And I played a clip. It was less than a minute, but the whole clip is like 3.5 minutes, right? But we played less than a minute, and we talked about it and stuff like that, right? Well, as soon as the stream ended, I had people chatting me, "Hey, I missed the stream like 10-15 minutes later. I can't get in. It's saying that it's copyright stricken by the WWE." And I'm like, "What?" So I jumped on. Yeah, they're quick apparently. I don't know if they like some sort of bot that's roaming that trying to catch stuff. But on my side, they actually called out the pay-per-view that aired on, and they said that I played a part of it or all whatever and stuff like that. Like they actually named the pay-per-view. It was like 5 or 6 years ago, so we were way. So I of course people were like, "What's going on? I can't watch." A lot of people can't watch because they're sleeping or at work or something.
People need their HotMakes, but they can't always be here live. I mean,
YouTube automates the whole thing, right? So that's what RC Maniac said. So basically, I appealed and I said, "Listen, I did this as a reaction video. You can see we're talking. It only was a minute of the 3.5 minutes." It was my wife's music.
Yeah.
like, come on. And they said, okay, after a few days, and we won the appeal, but they won't monetize it. But I don't care about that. I just wanted to show up. So it's back up. If you haven't seen it yet, check out last week because we had a lot of fun with that. Yeah. But that's what happened last week. And that was pretty funny. So I never had that happen yet. And I think it was just interesting that it happened to be on something behind the scenes was my wife's music, which is amazing. And the best part about this is that video lives on a channel that I didn't even realize I created back in the day. I just had like a YouTube account, right? It was just like my personal random email YouTube account. And I posted it so she could share it with people. And so it's on like some random thing, and it's been there the whole time. Nobody cared or saw it or anything.
But the minute it's on HotMakes,
that's what it is, right? It's definitely it must be the HotMakes. That's what did it, right? That's funny. But anyways, that's what happened. It happened as well, like 30 minutes. Huh? I don't know what they're talking about. It happened as well in the 30-minute build. I'm not sure what that means.
You probably had another video where it got stricken as well. Like, were you doing a 30-minute build video or something?
That was the first time, and it didn't strike me. That was the other thing. They never gave me an actual strike. Yeah. They just said, we've taken it down because the WWE claims it's their stuff. And I was like,
RC Maniac's got some pro tips for how to get that re-intro rate again. He says you cancel and then you sign up under your significant other's name.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I got no significant other anymore, so I lost that benefit. But what I was going to get to was if I can get by on my little jetpack for a month, maybe I'll just do that. Because I've also got broadband down at the office and stuff like that too. Right. I think I can get by on the jetpack for a month and then I'll be a new subscriber again and then get my gigabit, baby.
There you go. So
gig.
That would be awesome. Here we can get gig, but it's like $300 service fee for them to come out or something, right? And then I forgot. I think it adds like $20 or $30 a month to the bill. And that's with I don't know what you guys have out there. Do you have Spectrum?
Not where I'm at. We have a weird one. It's like Altus owns it now, but it's called it's Suddenlink. It was like bought by Altus.
Do you know if there's what is it, AT&T or whatever they go by now? I think that's what it is.
Fios.
Did they change over?
No, that's Verizon. Verizon's Fios.
Yeah, Verizon is. Yeah.
AT&T is Uverse.
Yeah. Well, maybe they combine. One of those places out here, if you can get it, has fiber. And gig up, gig down, and it's cheaper than I'm paying right now at Spectrum.
Fiber.
So
it is
like, whoa, I need this. But the problem is they don't have it in my area yet. It's down. It's still a little bit south of us. And then there's one little spot in my town, like 2 miles away, that has it. But that's it. I was like, come on. But the other thing I do need to say, this is going to be way off topic, but was it last night? Yeah, last night I apologize greatly to anybody who sat in the stream waiting for me and I never showed up. So
you not showed your own stream?
Yeah, about that. So last Thursday or 2 Thursdays, I can't even remember. I got a laser in the mail, right? I ordered my own. I paid for it on GearBest. I ordered an Ortur Laser Master 2, the 20-watt version, right? And really it's like 5.5 output is what it is,
right?
But
5 at the beam.
Yeah,
it's like horsepower at the axle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's wheel horsepower.
Yeah.
So it came, and Garrett from 3D Print Farm and I were going to do a stream, and I was going to put it together. I was so excited. Before the stream, I start working on it. I pull it out of the box, and it's shattered. Like half of it shattered, right?
It's shattered.
So like on the x-axis, there's acrylic, and I can't really show you. It's behind me now, but there's acrylic parts, and one of them was just shattered. And I'm like, well, what do I do? So I canceled, or I didn't cancel. I moved that stream. Well, then, if anyone was paying attention, the stream's actually moved twice. So I moved it this past Thursday, which didn't happen because I didn't quite get the parts in time. So I moved it to Sunday. What I didn't know, I thought what I did was I made it private, but in my back end, I moved it to Sunday so people wouldn't, worry about it. Well, I didn't make it private. So I didn't want to put it back up until we were actually going to do it. So then all of a sudden I'm getting chats and Chris Gulata, and those guys are chatting me and messaging me like, are you coming? I'm like, what are you talking about? They shot me a link to the stream and I'm just like, oh no, it didn't go private. So I really apologize to you guys.
Cover for me.
There was people sitting there. They're like, well, we actually really want to see this stream. I was like, God, oops. So
what a tease.
In the meantime, because I'm impatient and couldn't wait, it's right here and it's already built. So what happened was someone in the community had a piece. And this is before I knew that they made the files available that you could print them, right? And so someone in the community had a piece and sent me that piece.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah. So they had an extra frame and everything.
Right.
It sent me the whole X-axis.
Wait, why did they have a whole extra?
They got it. They got it for free because they had a 15 watt, and the company gave them the 20 watt. Well, they didn't need the whole thing. They just wanted the laser, right? And so they shot it to me, and I was impatient, and I waited for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I'm putting this thing together. So it's sitting right here, and I apologize that we didn't build it on stream, but I will do a stream. We'll go over the build, and we will go over printing and dialing it in with Garrett. We're going to nail down that stream, and it will be this week. So stay tuned for that.
Mark your calendars.
Everybody's
show up
talking
this
about
time.
Everybody's talking about their internet connections, which is amazing.
Everybody's excited about their internet.
No one cares about the apology. Screw the apology. We want to know what your internet connection is. Well, mine is 300 down and 11 up or some crap like that. But
it's crazy how quick so I live kind of out in the sticks, and for the longest time, like one of the perks of like living here was it was like one of the few areas you could actually get like a cable modem, but it was like one of those weird, you know, providers, like the small mom and pop providers, and then eventually I got bought by Altus, and they did all these massive upgrades, and now it's you know, I looked, and it's like when I signed up, I was like getting 100 megabit.
I'm sorry, Chris. They accept my apology. 100 megabit. What did they raise you now?
Well, so that's what. So I signed up for 100 megabit, but then it was like $30 a month originally, and now it's like 90.
Right.
And then I look online, and it's like you can do this lifetime gigabit deal, and it's not fiber; it's gigabit over cable modem, but it's available here, and it's $75 a month.
Wow.
It's like wait. Lifetime.
What's the upload?
It's 50, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's
so
still
out here
good. It's not asynchronous, or it's not synchronous.
Yeah,
but
it's not synchronous.
It's pretty good.
If I went with the Spectrum stuff out here, and I went with their gig, which is really like 968 or whatever they say it is, right? It's only like 20 or 30 up.
Yeah, which is pretty common. But I mean, so if you're streaming, like we're streaming, like that actually matters. But like, you know, they get, it's like the megapixel thing. They get everybody on the download. Oh, look how fast! Like, but do you really need a gigabit of download? Like, even if you have multiple people using and all that stuff, I mean, you got to be a pretty heavy user.
Yeah, this stuff we need the upload.
We need upload.
Yeah, and
they don't give you an option to get more upload. You know, it's like, so that's where they really, like, you know, rein in that bandwidth usage. Like that, you can't upgrade your upload ever.
So I do have to say, Mad Monkey makes a point. Let's not discuss the Canadian internet scams. All right, you win. All right. So that was awesome. But yeah, I mean, I would love a gig if I could get synchronous gig.
I don't know anything about Canadian internet. Is it like they charge you like per? Is it like a per minute thing or whatever? Like they just ream you on internet fee?
Oh, in Canada?
In Canada.
I think it's expensive. From what I thought I heard from a couple of the guys out there, I think it's expensive and they cap you. They can confirm in the chat. Let's see. It's Canadian. So
it's like, it's like
that is funny.
1,000 megabits is like 25. Very good.
He said not to talk about it. Oh yeah, we don't want to get close.
But I want to know. This is people demand, to know. They want to be informed. They come on. You said it yourself. They come on the show to get educated.
Yeah.
We got to educate people. And I'm sure they're here to be educated about Canadian internet practice.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, moving on.
And he said it's stupid expensive and data caps. I pay $60 for 50 megs. He thinks.
I mean, that's not great, but that's not terrible. I mean, let's just think about where we were like 5-10 years ago.
Well, I tell you, 3 years ago, we were out in Ireland for my honeymoon in June of 2017, and we were staying with some friends that live out there, and they already had 350 megs down and 100. Was it 50 or 100 up? And he was that was standard. That was what they got, and they were paying like $80 or something stupid like that. I'm just like, we're so far behind, but that brings me to HotMakes. Should we check out how about Hot or Not?
That was a perfect transition, Jay.
Perfect. Well, no, what that is I almost swore. That is a crap show that we should be getting better internet. But I got a Hot or Not, and I think you guys might like it.
All right, let's do it.
All right. As I said, I got this beautiful laser that's hiding behind me. And if my lighting's crazy, it's maybe because I had a light on the ceiling over here, and my garage door that's back here decided it wasn't going to stop, and it went up and took it off the ceiling. So normally I fold it up before
the garage door just kept going up.
Yeah, I had it up because I was blowing a fan out to get the laser smell out, right?
Yeah.
And I went to close it, and one of the sensors had gotten dust on it, so it wouldn't let it come down. And normally I have an arm that would fold the light up. Well, I couldn't get there fast enough, and it wouldn't go back down, and it went and knocked it off the ceiling, which is awesome. Behind the scenes there. So, anyways, you guys saw we had Garrett from 3D Print Farm on the show. He showed us those tiles, right?
Yeah, those tiles.
Those tiles were awesome, and I started trying to figure it out this past weekend. I was so impatient. I could not wait for a stream to put this together, and we couldn't make it happen over the weekend. So I built it, and I'm going to show you some tiles. What do you think?
I think let's do it.
You were caught off guard there for a second. You just
well, yeah.
So
more tiles.
I wonder.
There we go.
So I'll do this. So this is the very first one I did. It is a Welsh dragon squished to 4x4, and I took a quick picture of it, and it's not bad. I mean, I was trying to figure out settings and stuff like that. I still am. I'm going to be doing that for a while, but that there was the first one.
That was your first go at it.
As my first go, yeah.
All right.
So it wasn't bad. Now I wish it would have been a little more. I think I went a little too deep. You know, I wish it was a little darker red the whole way, right?
Yeah.
But I'll take it for my first go.
So as a reminder to the people about the process again, just give them a real quick about how the paint and all that works.
So, oh wow, geez, there we go.
In case people didn't see the Garrett episode.
So how it works is you take a white tile, which is right over here. I should have grabbed one. Yep. You clean it off with like acetone or paint thinner, or something like that. And then you spray paint. In this case, I used red. And then I let that dry, and then I use black, and you just do like a medium coat, nothing heavy and not too much, but just a nice even medium coat. And then you do the black over it, and then you basically find your design. You go through the process that he lines out in his videos. You throw it under your laser, and it burns it off essentially layer by layer, right? In this case, it goes from the bottom and works its way up. If I could talk. Similar to a 3D printer, but it's just flat layers, coming across.
Right.
And
two-dimensional.
There are people in the chat way more versed in lasers than I am, but that's a very generic way to say that's what I'm doing. But
no, that's fair.
So essentially, I burned off the black, and you see the red underneath, or in this case, went a little deep and saw some of the, it got a little thin on the red, right?
Yeah.
So then I went to the next one. This was the second one I did. And this one was an oops, because I didn't.
That was an oops?
Well, on my part, it was an oops because I didn't have it burning far enough. I wanted it to go all the way to the tile, but in reality, I think I liked it better like this.
I was gonna say that's
really good.
Badass, man. I love it.
It's
like Bob Ross says, happy mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely a happy mistake. And then so this was the third one I did.
Ooh, I like that one. I like Shinedown too, but I like that one. Yeah.
Actually matches the tattoo I have. Anyways,
is it on your butt?
No, actually I have a unicorn on my butt.
But, I knew it.
Anyway, it's called a butt pony. Anyways,
Jim's butt pony. Hashtag Jim's butt pony. Everybody, go for it.
Perfect time when you were drinking there. So in this case, I actually turned the laser up a little bit because I wanted it to burn deeper where, in through where it was really thick, where the shine down and the S is, right? And then I wanted it just to go deep enough where it's supposed to be lighter in the picture. So that's how I got the real nice red here.
Oh, it's so good.
And then my goal in this was I wanted to reburn the whole center real deep to go white. But rookie mistake. I used a JPEG. I threw it in the GIMP. I used it. I did what I had to do there. Per Garrett stuff, and I exported as a JPEG. in the same name as the original JPEG that I had cropped. So I overwrote it and I cropped it, you know, to get it where it was. I never was going to find that same crop ever again. After I realized what I did, oops.
You had the perfect crop and you lost it.
Next time, show us your tat. No. Pony. Good thing Robbie Mac's not on. There'd already be a website called like jimsbuttpony.com or something.
.org.
.org.
It's an organization.
.info. Anyways,
info.
Yeah. Oh boy. We might get
you're not, like, honestly, you just like jump right in and you're crushing it, man. You got some great artwork. Look at that.
This one was one of the next to last one I did. I was a little bit off on the centering, but I'm learning. I'm trying.
It's hard to tell maybe from the picture. It was a little bit to the right, I guess, as I look at it here.
So it's just not centered on the
tile. I see. That's not like bevel of the tile. Like that's got it.
That's genuinely oops. And well, and I'm trying to learn where the positioning is and all that stuff. And
so that's a good question. So that tour.
Yeah.
When you're, is the bed gridded, or do you have like a reference point? Like, can you set the origin each time so that you know?
Use light burn.
You do use light burn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've just started. So this is the first time I ever played with it. So I'm going through trying to find videos. Garrett at 3D Print Farm probably thinks I'm crazy because I'm asking him 1,000 questions, because he showed the method in his video. Right. And then I told him, like, you know what? I totally am doing, what people who watch our videos do. We reach out 100 times and try to answer questions. Yeah. So I was like, man, I'm sorry. But I was like, instead of hitting his videos, I was direct messaging him. But he was awesome about it. And he helped me out. But yeah, what I'm doing, because it's a dialed laser, you can see the laser when it's on. And it's very dangerous in an open area because you can blind yourself. Right. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm building an enclosure for it. And then when I get the enclosure done, there's actually a grid in the Ortour group made for the Master 2 here. And somebody already got it. You just throw it in and hit burn, and it burns the full grid for you once you get your enclosure. Or like I have a 2x2 piece of wood here. Yep. If I were just to mount the legs here, there's some 3D printable mounts you can print. So it wasn't going to move. I could burn it on this too. But I just haven't done that yet. Like I said, I just got it. I just started playing with it, and I have ideas. I just need to get time to do them. So,
gotcha. But you bring up an interesting point. So it's like, it's open air, like you don't want to blind yourself and stuff. But maybe this could be the beginnings of like the open LASIK project, where people start doing their own home LASIK surgery.
You did not hear that here. No, we are defunded for blinding.
Jim's idea.
No, don't do that. We had some people over, and they brought their kids yesterday, and I was like, whatever you do not go into the garage. Like, I don't want you in there. There's a laser in there. It's open. I don't want you to burn yourself.
Tell a kid, whatever you do, don't go in the garage. There's a laser in there. Yeah. Like, what are they gonna want to do? They're gonna go in the garage.
Actually, they were super good, and they didn't come in here, but I would have wanted to. So
the first thing I'd have done, straight to the garage.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I won't go in.
The upset right or else. Nice. That is a true story. The focus on these are kind of weird. But so I got this one done, and then there was one more I did at the very end of the night. I got done with it. There you go.
Ooh, Matrix. Very nice. So you did have a question. Can you use other colored tiles besides white?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where I didn't see that. I'm sorry. But yeah, you can use theoretically, you could use any color tiles you want because you're painting over them, right?
Yeah.
Now there is another method, and Garrett has a video on that as well, where you use white paint over the top of your white tile.
Is that the available one he was showing us?
Yeah, exactly. Did you do burn it in? Not yet. Tonight. I'm going to try one tonight.
So that's pretty intriguing to me because it looked like that thing could hold up to these tiles are nice, but the minute somebody picks it up and starts scratching at it, like paint's going to chip off of it.
Well,
right?
I tell you, I learned some more.
Okay.
So let me. So that was the last one I did. I personally, I love that. That turned out so cool. I was super excited with that one.
Yeah.
But let me just quit sharing this. So let me pop. I'm gonna bring myself up full screen, and let me show you. So these are them in real life, right? So
yeah,
it's a gloss black, so it's really you can see everything behind it.
It's wild. It almost looks raised the way that the light was hitting that.
Do you see right here?
Yeah,
it's kind of funky.
Yes, it is kind of funky right there. Like the paint bubbled.
As soon as I got home today, I bought some clear coat.
Oh, you threw a little clear coat on there.
I'm gonna clear coat these to make them look nice.
Nice.
Well, I tell you what. I don't know what happened, but it reacted pretty badly.
You got some bubbling there.
Yeah, it reacted. Now that looks, in my opinion, another happy accident.
It does. Well, dude, it adds to the whole just.
It's only the black.
It's only the black that does that.
Yeah. None of the other colors did it.
Is it polyurethane? What kind of?
It's all the same paint. Someone said a mix of paint types. It wasn't. It's all the Rust-Oleum 2X whatever spray paint. Same stuff.
What's the clear coat?
Yeah, the clear coat. That same stuff. It's just clear.
It's Rust-Oleum clear. Yeah. You don't know what the basis of the coat is though. It's not polyurethane.
But you see how awesome that the Metallica part, the skeleton, that looks awesome.
It looks like he's taking a shower, says Greg's Maker Corner.
That's exact. But I thought
death shower.
It's a little more grippy now if I put my cup on it. No,
that's perfect. Happy mistakes.
So it really upset me because it did it on this one too. But see how it only did it on that side?
Yeah.
So I have no idea. The only thing I could think of is I needed to take like a small brush and lightly brush off any debris maybe, but it didn't do it in the red or the white. It was only that black paint.
Huh.
It looks like bedliner. Yeah, it does actually. And that,
there's some chemistry thing happening.
It kind of looks cool. And what the cool thing about these is if you ruin them, you just wipe them, start over.
Yeah,
you can use this tile 100 times theoretically. The Hogwarts one, didn't hurt it a bit. Well, maybe a hair in the black. See it there?
Oh yeah, you can definitely see the texture on the black.
Yeah, but otherwise, and the top, I didn't see it until I saw the reflection there. Oh yeah, the top. So it's just the black color. Someone says wipe it. You mean wipe it before?
Maybe they like spray it and then do a little like wipe over it.
This was literally first coat. I didn't have time for a second coat.
I wouldn't think you'd want to actually wipe the thing while you were.
No, I mean, I think he meant after it's burned. Like, I'm thinking like a coffee brush.
Yeah.
Like a coffee cleaning espresso brush, and but I don't know if that's too bristly. So the last one, what's really crazy is this one. It didn't hurt at all.
That looks cool. I like that. It's wild watching the light, the way the light hits that.
And it's all about how you're looking at it, about how the green comes out. See, it's super green there.
Yeah.
But if I pop it back up this way,
it's like blue. It's like teal. Like when you turn it in different directions. That's great. That's wild.
Yeah. The tiles are white.
And
they have black spray paint on them.
But honestly, you didn't go to the point where you got to the tile anyway, so it could have been any color tile, really.
Right. The tile color doesn't matter. And the best thing about these, I ran to Home Depot. I got a box for 100 square feet or whatever it was. It's like 100 tiles or 100 something tiles, and it was like $8. So it was really cheap. Turns negative. I'm not sure what that means. Jim, fire. Thank you very much. But that's what I've been doing. I thought that was a really cool hot or not to show you. Garrett, he did that sweet Hulk one. He has some really cool ones. But like again, this one's got to be, it didn't react at all, which I don't understand. I have no idea why it didn't react.
Right.
But it's super cool. I mean, I love how these are coming out. I have a matte clear that I'm going to try on some of them as well.
Same black, like
same black
location in your garage, temperature.
Everything was the same, burned in here. The only difference is, the reason why I think I might have to wipe it is that last night when I pulled this off, I really lightly took my white t-shirt, and I just wiped the surface of it very, very lightly just to see if anything would come off on my t-shirt, and nothing did. So I didn't think of it. I didn't think of anything of it.
See, but maybe that's it. Maybe there's little, nanoparticles or whatever. So it's really fine dust that's reacting with the, must be something.
I actually, I put a fan up here and I was blowing a fan across the thing the whole time, trying to keep some of that dust away. And it's just interesting. But if you're thinking about, off gassing, maybe, I mean, these have been specifically, these have been painted for a week at least.
Yeah.
The clear's reacting to the dust from the paint.
Ablation.
It could be. Maybe I just need to. Maybe the clear coat affects everything but the matrix. Yeah, that's probably true. But anyways, I wanted to point that out. I thought I would show you a hot or not that I did. What do you guys think in the chat? Hot or not? What do you think?
I'm going hot.
Look at that. Except for the,
wow. I mean, it almost looks like somebody just threw their logo against the wall and it just splattered there.
And I gotta show this one. So I don't care how that one messed up. It still looks pretty dang cool like that.
That Metallica one's my favorite. It almost looks reflective the way I don't know if that's the clear coat on the, because you didn't get all the way to the white on that, did you?
No.
What was the undercoat? So you did a gray?
If you see right here, I hit it again because I wanted to go a little bit deeper. But that was when I got up to that point, I realized I don't think I was deep enough. I started over, so when it hit that spot, I think it went a little deeper in that spot only. But anyways,
Battle Cry wants to know what the maximum tile size, or I guess what's the maximum cut size on the bed?
It's 400 by 430. So what is that? 15 and a half by 16 something or something like that.
Yeah.
So the very, very first one I did was this one. This was the first test one. Now, what happened here was I was following videos,
right?
And I set light burn to inches to get my 4 by 4 inch plate, right? Or area,
right?
And when I did that in the settings, there's a setting that says inches, or what's best for a diode laser, whatever. It says inches per minute, millimeters per minute. Or under that, there's another one that says inches / millimeters, So what I had to set as inches per minute. So I was putting the speed in here at what Garrett was telling me, and it was super fast. I mean, the whole tile was done in 5 minutes. I was like, why is it not burning?
So how long, the ones that were good though, how long does one of those tiles take?
A couple hours.
Oh, it's a couple hours. Wow.
At least, yeah. I mean, it took a while because you're doing it at 1200 millimeters. What is it? Millimeters hour or whatever it is. That's forgive my light burn ness because I literally opened it for the first time in the last few days here, and I've just been trying to learn myself. So if you're into lasers, and I know we have people out there into lasers, hit me up and maybe we can learn something together, or you can teach me because I need to learn more. But yeah, you could easily do a 12 by 12 tile, and I'm thinking about doing some of those in like a record cover looking, because it's similar size to like a record cover,
Yeah. I think you're onto something. I mean, that's such a neat little tool, and it was reasonably inexpensive as well, right?
Yes. Robbie Mac, touche. The laser itself, I got the 20 watt, right, which is really only like 5.5 output because it's 20 input, not output.
Right.
Was only $280.
That's not very efficient, 25% efficiency to the amount of power you put into it. But it was how much?
$280.
$280 for that. And then they have a more powerful one that's how much?
That's the biggest one they offer for this one.
That is the biggest one.
So, and you can go down from there. You can go to a 7. Let's see. I think they have a 7 watt, a 15 watt, and a 20 watt or something is what they call them. Really, it's
so for a diode, 20 is about as high as you get. Or I haven't done diode. Yeah. I've only done.
To be honest, I wanted like a K40, and I was like, I'm gonna upgrade this thing. My wife's like, how about you get one and make sure you like it first, and then we'll work on.
Lindsay is a wise woman.
Well, and then I started realizing that the K40, right, is a completely different type of laser.
Yep.
It is a lot harder to do this stuff on those type of lasers. According to a lot of people, they said the diodes do this stuff much easier, that way. But I don't have one. I can't tell you if that's true or not.
There's a lot that may be. There's a lot of variables that go into it, like anything. And with engraving, typically you want like a different focal length lens. Lower focal length is better for engraving because you get a finer dot point and stuff. So there's, but really the manner by which you're applying laser power shouldn't matter. It's just more the optics and how you're focusing.
Now I did get, I got a new lens already for it, and it was $12. I was like, I have to buy a new lens because why not? Everyone else upgrades their stuff right away.
Sure.
But anyways, that was my hot or not. I know I didn't even realize we're so far in, but I hope you guys like it. I'm going to keep rocking these. Check out social media for the ones I keep doing. Apparently I'm going to have to redo all these, but that's okay. I'm going to keep these as like mementos here, kind of documenting my journey. And where's Pooch?
I've been hidden.
What? I'm just talking.
It was a good opportunity to eat my caprese sandwich that I made.
You know what's hilarious this time? I'm talking. I'm watching you in the bottom part. I'm like, no, he's eating.
Oh, he's right there.
Yeah, he's right there. What do you mean? Where is he? He's right there.
Is this whole like blocky thing like visible to you too, or is that just me? Like if I'm,
no, I can definitely see it.
My refresh is okay. So maybe the hotspot isn't as good.
You kind of look like you have rubber arms.
I think the natives are getting restless, man. They want some HotMakes.
There you go. Does anyone really want to see Pooch? Pooch, you're a scam.
I could switch back. I don't know what to do though. If I switch my connection now, it'll probably drop me. So maybe we'll just ride it out.
Oh,
I'm curious to see how much bandwidth it's going to use anyway.
You're not that bad. It's not that bad. So I think. What do you think? Some HotMakes?
I think yes.
See. I think you know what. First.
What's first?
A little hot mess.
Ooh, hot mess.
We only have a couple. There's only a couple today.
The mess is the journey. The journey is the make.
Right.
The make is the hotness.
Yeah. What you said.
Pooch.
So what we'll do is we'll jump into some hot mess. I got to get Caleb to get us the thing and on these. So we'll go backwards on these because that's how I have them. There we go. So this is
Frenzy's still up. Jeez.
What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I was just noticing that Tom is still awake. It's past your bedtime, you crazy UK man. Crazy Brit.
Nice.
Yeah, look at the Parmesan Benchy.
Yeah, so a little bit of under extrusion. Let's see. Let's pop this up. There we go.
Spongy Benchy.
Yeah, the Spongenchy. Yeah, Spenchy? The Spenchy?
It does look. I just want to smash it with my hand.
And the best part is Daniel Norrie posted that. I mean, like that made
why
me
is
laugh.
the smoke like the smokestack at the top is like fine,
perfect,
and then everything else is just sponge mode.
I don't know. It's amazing. So next 3D misprinter tagged this one. It was Tom Sandlander. He said, so far so good. Oh man.
The Blob, the return of the Blob.
Oh man.
Yep.
My. Look at that.
Yeah.
Must have knocked it off the table and drug around on his surface there. So just so you see, even Prussias can do this too.
Even they're not without their faults, man.
Yeah,
I'm a fanboy, but man, they have their share of problems too. And there is a spoiler. There is no perfect 3D printer.
Oh, what? I'm out.
True story.
And this one comes to us from Chris Russell over at Practical Printing. Looks
Crustle,
like pasta
like
for
to
lunch.
call 'em.
Yeah, crustle. There you go. For pasta for lunch again. On the bright side, my hot end jam on the Ender 3 is fixed.
Yeah.
So there you go. Little spaghetti, little shift in there. Looks like maybe, or this just came apart. But nice. A little hot mess for you today.
That's a messy.
Yeah. Nice. And now
I'm glad we do those. They make me feel better. They make everybody feel a little bit better about that. You know, you're not alone when you f up your print.
Apparently, you ruined Michael H's dreams. There's no perfect 3D printer.
Dream Crusher.
Yes, that's what you just pooched the Dream Crusher.
Yeah.
Nice. So this one, we're gonna start with some shenanigans here. He is doing some.
He's a knife maker now. He's a bladesmith.
Yeah, and this stuff is killer. Look at this. It looks like he's working on.
It's a perfect craft for Mr. Nanigans, given his artistic background, and I love it.
No need to redesign the printed stencil. It didn't survive. Oh man, good stuff. I'm gonna have to get with them and get one of these because that's just awesome.
Yeah, that thing looks brutal. I don't know. Is that a rendering? Because I know he did a bunch of really crazy renderings. Is that what that's one of the real deals?
I know he had a whole ton of posts recently too about it. We'd have to go look at it, but
it's like a fatty, stubby design. It looks almost like a throwing knife.
We need it, is what we need. Yeah, I mean there you go. There's some of the Masochist order.
Yeah, it's all rusty and just the last thing that I would want to be shanked with.
I mean, I'm gonna go for not being shanked at all, but if I had to be shanked,
you'd want to be shanked by one of Sean's knives.
Yeah, why not? Steph, hello,
that's what I want to be shanked with. One of Steph Sharp's crystals.
Yeah, I mean this is awesome
because I'd probably get magical powers.
Right, I was just thinking you turn into a unicorn, a poochicorn.
As long as I don't end up on your butt, I'm fine. The poochicorn. I don't want to be Jim's butt pony.
Oh man, that's a story for it. Maybe I'll tell that story someday.
Anyway, torch.
Yeah, a medieval torch done on a Prusa printer.
But can it hold fire?
There we go.
Again, light it on fire.
Has a little fan in there.
Fan and
LEDs.
With custom LEDs on the fan?
There you go. See?
What?
So I'm wondering if it's going to, let's see if he shows anything else. No. So I wonder if it's going to like, you put something kind of up here and it'll blow like a cloth and light it up at the same time, maybe?
Oh, I see what it's going for. That's clever.
I'm just throwing it out there. I have no idea if that's really what he's doing.
Well, it must be. I mean, why else would you have a fan, right? Unless it could keep those LEDs cool, I'm sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Or his hand.
Jordan, Mad Monkeys in the house. So I think my Repcord Box Official Inspired cabinet is complete. A few more spools to add. Look at that.
It's amazing. That's good. I like the LEDs.
And you inspired someone.
Majorca cabinets. I forget what those cabinets are called. I used to have some of those. I wonder what happened to those.
It's genius.
But I like those because I'm assuming those got the ones with the gas shocks where you open it up and it holds the whole thing open, and it's perfect for this thing. So I'm assuming he just drilled some holes, put some spool holders on there. Jordan, did you end up putting tracks in the thing, or are they just all kind of laying flat on the base?
It plays disco music too. It's got the Repbox rollers.
I know he printed a bunch of the snap rollers, but I'm curious if he actually did the track for him as well, or if they're just sitting flat.
He'll answer. I'm sure. That's awesome. Nice work, Jordan. I mean, that is awesome. Two metal tracks
with the rollers. Nice.
That's super awesome and inspired by the one and only Pooch.
Yeah, so this snap roller is interesting too. Like, there's an option to put magnets in them, which is really awesome if you have like the CR10 style detached box You know, so you can actually put the spool holder on it, or what it sounds like Jordan did. I'm assuming he did magnets, and then you can kind of clip them to the base of the box.
Nice.
Onward.
That would be cool. Yeah. Uncle Bunk, I guess. I don't think we've had him on before. Not your average Joe. It's Judge Dredd by Eastman.
Stallone.
And a pretty heck of a on an Ender 3. I mean, that's a pretty good print for an Ender 3.
Sure.
I mean, you could get.
I mean, you know, Enders do a decent job out of the box.
Get like 2.5 of those for a mini.
You could.
That's awesome. Nice work there. Oh, here we go. Tom Jackson.
Wait, you can't get 2.5 for a mini. Mini's $350. You get two
plus the shipping.
Two if you get it on super sale. Yeah.
Plus if you want the if you want like the upgrade, like the auto bed leveling and upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there you go. Jewel pot, used Tinkercad, 1.3 layer heights on a self-drilled 1.5 millimeter nozzle. Look at this.
So this is interesting to me because generally, what's the rule? The rule of thumb is that you maximum want to go like, is it 40% of the nozzle width to layer height ratio or whatever? So he's right up in that realm. I mean, he's just laying down toothpaste at this point. But it's fun to watch.
I was just gonna say it's amazing to watch. Look how high that layer is from the next layer.
It looks like those concrete printers, right? Where it's like you're just trusting gravity to do its work. Like you don't need the smush and iron, right?
Awesome. Yeah, I think.
Like I want to know, like, hey Tom, if you're still there, if he hasn't fallen asleep on us, like, did you try to pull it apart? Like, would it string out, or did it actually stick to itself? Okay. Good
question. I got to say though, that filament's gorgeous and
gorgeous.
Yeah, and all in all, awesome job. I think.
What do you put in there?
He did fall asleep. Chris Warcocky, holy moly! Haven't seen you in a minute.
Hey. Hey there, Chris.
You've been everything Warcocky lately, so. Let's see what else we got here. Jordan again. Happy Saturday, everybody.
3 millimeter
on us. This is another Wexter mask. 3D Fuel. I gotta open this thing up. There we go. Full Devil Ani mask. In 3D Fuel on a Prusa 3D MK3S. That
I want to know, man. He cranks out models so fast. Like what does he have a job other than making model? Because he's just modeling like a madman, right?
Wexter, you mean?
Yeah, Wexter, like all those guys, they're just going crazy.
He said it's solid. You could throw it at the wall, and the layers bind to the previous layer is still.
So it's just the thermal mass allows it to adhere to itself.
Oh man!
Do a video. Do one of your sweet videos where you throw it against the wall, Tom. I want to see it.
Yes. Nice work here, though, Jordan. That mask is sick, and Wexter, heck of a job on that. Let's see. Oh, this one, Joel tagged us in.
Yeah. 50K tournament winning printed mouse.
It was meant to be a prototype, a cheaply 3D printed wireless G303. Turns out he won a 50K tournament with it. I mean, why not? I mean,
that's amazing. That's fantastic. But I know nothing of like tournament level gaming. I'm not really even regular level gaming, but wireless versus wire. Like if you're in a 50K tournament, do you really want to trust wireless when you can just be wired? Like, or is it you need to be moving so fast you can't be tethered? What's the benefit?
I think in my opinion, I would have to he won 50K. I can't. I mean, I couldn't.
Hey, dude, congrats to the guy. I'm just curious.
I don't know the latency. I don't know. In this case, what the latency difference would be, but
Well, with latency, is it, if your battery, I'm guessing the first thing you do is you change your batteries before every tournament, whatever, but I don't know,
just like streams.
Exactly.
Oh man, but nice work on that 3D printed wireless mouse, and heck of a job on the 50K. That's awesome. David Shorey, yes, we haven't had anything for a while. I absolutely love the stuff he's doing now. With the renders here.
Yeah.
I mean, like the real dress by Kitty Art Physics lights up with LED lights when you spin. This is a Saturn dress, he called it. I mean, it's the stuff he's knocking out is awesome. And the process, if you haven't gone and looked at the process has to go through to get here. I thought there was some more in here, but maybe not. The process he has to go to get to this point is awesome. It's just a great process.
And the variety of what he's in the chat tonight. But I've been a Shorey fanboy for forever.
Yes.
And he's done everything from like the robotic stuff, obviously his wearables. He was doing some stuff rendering like some motorcycles or something a while ago. I mean, it seems like he's just like a uber talented maker of all trades. Like I don't get the sense that there's anything that if it doesn't pop into his mind he wouldn't explore, which I really love.
It's awesome. Nice work, David. Thanks for showing your stuff anytime. Just hit us up with the hashtag HotMakes, or someone else will for sure. But I got to say, this is awesome, and I've been loving seeing your posts on it. So check out David Shorey's everywhere pretty much, and you can check out his stuff. This is
low poly spaceship. I like that.
A low poly spaceship. I thought that was a fun one. So I think Brian tagged us in that.
That actually has a lot of detail for being, when I think of low poly, that's not what I think, but I really like that design. That's really, low poly does not necessarily mean low detail. I don't know if that's, it's low amount of triangles or, whatever, right. But it's still a pretty cool design.
And they did it in Blender, which is awesome.
Which, as we've seen from, Tanner 3D, a lot of people doing just amazing stuff.
Right.
Blender has gotten so robust over the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
I like that 404 person not found. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's great. So this was an update. I think we showed some of it last what was it?
Yeah,
last
the C3PO.
I don't know if I can click on this anymore because I don't want to get us So he did
a C3PO arm in there. Yeah.
He did an upgrade. I'm sorry, an update, and where is it? There we go. So he's been showing progress as he goes. Yeah. And so now he has the legs, which is awesome.
It's perfect representation. You got to go bottom up like a true 3D print, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we're just seeing the layers go.
I don't see him anymore. There was, I think he has a torso now.
Torsos are good.
Maybe we're going to have to watch it. That's it. We're clicking on it.
Apparently got a good deal on some blue filament. I'm assuming
there we go.
See some painting.
So yeah, let me do this. There we go. So he has like the midsection and a torso. Looks like an arm. It's pretty awesome, and it's supposed to be life size, I believe.
That's
and Jory was saying that the dress was actually rendered in Blender. That is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be so cool. So I can't wait to keep seeing these, Matthew, and keep those coming. Everyone keep tagging us in those because I keep seeing those tags. I didn't want to put like 6 because there was like 6 of them. I didn't put them all in here, but nice work on all of those in the HotMakes too. The Edutech, you need to go check out the Spider-Man mask. He has the jaw motion now, so it looks like the movie when he talks. Oh, remember the Spider-Man with the eyes that closed and opened?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's the same guy. That's what,
no way.
I think that's what they're saying. Check out the Spider-Man mask because he has the jaw motion in it now.
Yeah, dude, I love that mask. That's crazy.
Someone says, never mind that. Check out the solo that was on the back. Nice.
Got so many people just trying to win HotMakes for life here. Like,
yeah,
just epic makes.
That's right.
I mean, I guess that's one benefit, like I said, of living in the time of Corona. People have a lot of time on their hands for these types of projects.
Right. Whoa, you there still?
I'm here. Was I just holding still for too long? Did I scare you?
No, my side. Anyway. Yeah. So that was a little bit of hot makes. If I could always remember to do this, I don't. But you have a rant for us?
Oh my God, do I have a rant for us?
I think we should.
Look at this. This is a spaghetti mess rant. Ah!
Yeah. Well, you
know what? I teased last week. I'm just diving in. I'm just going right for it, Jim. I'm just going right for it today. I'm really fired up about this. And look, it's nothing. This is nothing new. I teased last week that I was going to talk about packaging, and I was really pissed at some packaging issues I was having last week. But I'm going to audible this week to something totally different because it's just fresh in my craw, and I have to get it out, or it's going to just eat me alive from the inside, and then my face will melt like Indiana Jones style. It's something that everybody's experienced. I got to go off on autocorrect right now. I gotta do it because look, obviously, damn you autocorrect has become like a very common meme that everybody is using and stuff like that. But I feel like the autocorrect on my phone has just taken a life of its own. Like it's learned how to annoy me and be less helpful over time. Less helpful, not more helpful. Less helpful. And let me explain what I mean by that. I mean that I go to type in a word, and it's a perfectly good word, applicable to the sentence, spelled correctly and everything. And it goes, no, I don't think you want that word. I think you want this other word that's something completely doesn't make any sense in the sentence structure whatsoever. And I'm like, well, that's a random autocorrect. Okay, fine. Delete, go back, type it back in, spell it perfectly again. And it replaces it again. And I'm like, okay, look, if you did it once the first time, that's fine. But don't keep correcting my same correction and make me have to force the correction upon the autocorrect. It's insane, man. It drives me crazy. Why? Why is that? Why? Headphone warning. Headphone warning. Scream. I want to scream.
Do it. Scream it.
Just the primal yell just to get it out just one last time. I'm like, and then it just keeps doing it. And then I'm like, okay, maybe it learns, maybe, because a lot of times it's the same damn sentence. It's the same sentence I use all the time with somebody or something, like that. And it keeps doing it. Why isn't it learning? Where is the AI? Where is my utility? I
don't know. I have a bad habit of talking to text. And I tell you what, that doesn't go right a lot of times.
But that's just I misunderstood what you're saying. That's not like you explicitly typed the word you wanted.
This is true. Like a bunch of people were saying ducking, very ducking annoying. And
ducking is a classic one, right? Because it's like, you're actually, no, I'm trying to cuss here. Why are you trying to censor me, phone? Like, I don't need that. So it's got me completely like, am I at the point where I need to disable my autocorrect, Jim? Do I need to just turn it off?
Ooh, I think, what you should do? You should try it for a week and report back next week, because
I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn it off.
What is the quality of life difference between autocorrect on and autocorrect off for a week?
I'm going to go minimal. Honestly, I think I'd be less annoyed because it's on me. If I spelled something wrong, I mean, historically, if I spell it wrong, it's on me. That's fine. I can live with that. I don't need a computer telling me what it thinks that I meant to do when I explicitly did not.
That is funny.
It's not funny, Jim.
I think it's hilarious. No, I think.
What is this, Schadenfreude? Are you just laughing at my pain? You making fun of me? Yes, it's an iPhone.
Yes, definitely an iPhone. But it doesn't matter which one you're on because they all do it. But with, talking to text like my coworkers will be, there and they're like, who are you talking to? But then now they just interject words into my text messages when I'm talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the best. I'm just gonna add a couple words in here. I mean, let's be honest though. I'm thinking about it. There's plenty of times I've been typing, I'm going fast or whatever, and it gets it's like, so it is useful sometimes, and I don't find myself. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try, and I'll report back. I'm gonna turn off my autocorrect right now. I'm gonna go a week with no autocorrect, and I'm gonna see if my life is better next week.
Do it
or worse.
This is like homework.
What do you think? What's the prediction? Am I going to be more upset?
I think you're going to be more upset because you're used to it. It depends. If you use when you're typing, the autocorrect feature pops a word in and you just keep going. If you use that a lot, you're going to be like, whoa, I have to actually type this whole word in.
The thing is that you don't really pay attention when it's doing things the way that it's supposed to, right?
That's true.
It's not.
And it's always as soon as you hit send after you think you read it, that you realize what it really corrected it to. And it's not like we take that breather and then read it and then hit send.
Which is the thing in and of itself.
We don't have time for that. This is 20.
Because it's a text message. It's not, it doesn't really generally need it. Because what's the worst case? You cuss at your grandma by mistake.
Right. Next week's rant. I miss autocorrect. Zolan, did you tag us in that one? I believe you should go look on Twitter because it appears they caught you in a real good pose, and they might have posted on Twitter already. I can't wait. Zolan did tag us. All right, it'll be a hot mess for next week.
This me? I'll be the living hot mess. Okay. Hold on a second, really quick here. So here's all my choices here. I'm turning off auto capitalization, auto correction, enable caps lock, smart punctuation, character previews, and shortcuts. I'm none of it. All the automation is gone, Jim.
Oh boy,
I'm on my own.
I can't wait to see what this ends up in.
I'm gonna be sitting in a corner, shivering. I miss autocorrect.
Nah, you'll be okay. You have Siri. What could go wrong?
It does. Wait. So I'm still allowed to do text, voice to text, because that you just get epic fails from that all the time too.
Oh yeah. Travis says you're screwed. But anyways, it's about that time. I got a chat here that says that it looks like, is it Fugatech or Fugitech 3D
Fuga
printing is live right now. And Jerry at 3D Printing and Painting is going live this Wednesday as well. And so check out those streams. I'm not sure if anyone's streaming after this, but if they are, check them out. Because why not stream all night, right? Don't do it. Someone says
stream all night.
Shane, there you go. I never can say his last name right, so I'm sorry for that. I apologize.
About it.
Chris Warkaki says he's live in 10 minutes. Nice. Check out.
Everybody's going on. Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah. So
I'm going to crash a stream randomly. I'm going to just show up.
Don't cross streams.
Uninvited. Don't cross the streams.
Zolan says Wednesday as well, or Jerry says Zolan Wednesday as well.
I love
but
that.
We'll get going. I know you guys are waiting, and I know we're a little bit over time, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. I know Pooch really appreciates you guys coming out too on a Monday night. Hopefully next week we get some good feedback, as far as your autocorrect goes. Like, I'm really interested to see 1 week what happens. I don't know if I could do it.
I'll also be accepting predictions for how much bandwidth this stream used on my hotspot.
Oh man,
we'll see. I'm going to be broke from overages.
Yeah, you definitely. We're gonna.
I'm not even going to show up next week because I can't afford internet anymore.
We're going to need to start a Pooch fund.
I'll be streaming from the library, except for the library's closed because of coronavirus.
Oh dang it! Nice. Well, thank you guys so much. Thanks, Pooch. I appreciate the fun and the rant at the end. And like I said, I can't wait to see what you come up with this week. Everybody else, thank you guys so much. If you were featured tonight, awesome. Don't forget to share it if you haven't done that already. If you were featured, that'd be amazing. If you shared this, let's get some more people in here. Anybody else? Let's see. Someone says 2 gigs real quick. Someone says a butt ton. That's
Was it,
amazing.
yeah, a 2 gigger like from
Bro.
Upload. Did you ever watch Upload the Amazon show?
Upload, yeah.
Yeah, the 2 gig,
The
right?
2 gigs, right?
And I'm
Wait,
gonna join the 2 gigs. Yeah, 000 gigabit.
I love it.
Just don't do it,
Man. Well,
Just
I got
don't
an
do it.
idea. Why don't you jump on Twitter if you guys are watching and hit your predictions on Twitter? Let's do it.
All right. Good night, Jim.
All right, guys. Hey, everybody. Jim's tattoo is 1 gig itself or 1 terabyte itself. Amazing. Pooch, hang out there. Everybody else, thank you guys so much. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us right here on HotMakes. Later, everybody.
Good night.